Grace Hopper was a computer scientist, mathematician, and United States Navy Rear Admiral who was a pioneer in the field of computer programming. She was born in New York City in 1906 and died in 1992. Hopper was one of the first programmers of the Harvard Mark I computer, and developed the first compiler, which was a program that translated written instructions into machine code. She also played a key role in the development of the COBOL programming language, which was widely used in the business community. Hopper studied mathematics and physics at Vassar College, and earned a master's degree in mathematics from Yale University. After graduation, she worked as a professor of mathematics at Vassar for several years before joining the United States Navy Reserve during World War II. It was during her time in the Navy that Hopper first became interested in computer programming. In 1944, Hopper was assigned to the Harvard Computation Laboratory, where she worked on the Harvard Mark I computer. The Mark I was one of the first large-scale computers, and was used to perform calculations for the United States Navy. Hopper quickly became one of the lead programmers on the project, and developed the first compiler, called the A0 system. This was a revolutionary development, as it allowed written instructions to be translated into machine code, making it much easier for programmers to work with computers. After the war, Hopper returned to Harvard to continue her work on the Mark I. She also began working on the UNIVAC I, one of the first commercially available computers. Hopper's work on the UNIVAC I led to the development of the Flowmatic programming language, which was one of the first high-level programming languages. This language was an important precursor to the COBOL programming language, which was widely used in the business community. In 1951, Hopper took a position with the Remington Rand Corporation, where she worked on the development of the UNIVAC I computer. She also became involved in the development of the COBOL programming language, which was designed to be used for business applications. Hopper was a key figure in the development of COBOL, and her work on the language was instrumental in making it one of the most widely used programming languages of the time. Hopper was also a pioneer in the field of software engineering. She was one of the first to advocate for the use of software testing and debugging, and her work in this area helped to establish the field of software engineering as a discipline. Hopper's work on software engineering also led to the development of new tools and methods for testing and debugging software, which have become an integral part of the software development process. In addition to her work in computer science and software engineering, Hopper was also an advocate for the use of computers in education. She believed that computers could be used to improve the quality of education and to make it more accessible to a wider range of people. Hopper's work in this area helped to establish computer science as a field of study, and she was a strong advocate for the inclusion of computer science in the curriculum of schools and universities. Hopper retired from the Navy in 1986 with the rank of Rear Admiral, and her work was recognized with many awards and honors, including the National Medal of Technology, in 1991. Hopper's legacy continues to be felt in the field of computer science today. She was a pioneer in the field of computer programming and a key figure in the development of the COBOL programming language. Hopper's work on software engineering and her advocacy for the use of computers in education also had a lasting impact on the field. Hopper was also known for her sense of humor and her ability to make complex technical concepts accessible to non-experts. She was often referred to as the Queen of Code, and her nickname, Amazing Grace, was a testament to her many accomplishments and her ability to inspire others. Hopper was also known for her ability to think outside the box and for her willingness to take risks. She was a true visionary who pushed the boundaries of what was possible with technology and paved the way for future generations of computer scientists. One interesting fact about Hopper is that she was a proponent of the concept of nanoseconds, and is credited with popularizing the term, which previously had been used only in scientific circles. She also coined the phrase debugging after a moth was removed from the computer she was working on. Hopper was also the first woman to receive the National Medal of Technology in 1991, and in 2016, the USS Hopper, a guided missile destroyer, was named in her honor. Grace Hopper was a pioneering computer scientist who played a key role in the development of computer programming and software engineering. Her work on the Harvard Mark I and the UNIVAC I computers, as well as her development of the Flowmatic and COBOL programming languages, had a lasting impact on the field of computer science. Hopper's advocacy for the use of computers in education and her ability to make complex technical concepts accessible to non-experts also had a lasting impact on the field. Her legacy continues to be felt today, and she will always be remembered as one of the most influential figures in the history of computer science.